It's low mackin'. Good heart, bad temper.
OJ got that juice.
YouTube, what up, though? I want to welcome y'all back to another Low Mac Reacts. And I greatly appreciate you guys. We gonna be reacting to two different videos today. Uh 20 minutes altogether, I think. So yeah, it's about Project Helix, and the new Xbox next gen Xbox hardware sneak peek. So let's go. We'll do the longer video first and the shortest video second. Hold on. All right, yeah. Um, off of the IGN channel. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it.
Yep. All right. I've got a little bit here from, so again, Miranda Sanchez. Miranda's at GDC. She was at Jason Ronald's panel that's now wrapped as we're recording this. So he didn't, basically, there's the couple key takeaways from Jason Ronald's GDC presentation
Spit it out, nigga.
about the next generation of Xbox, building for the future with Xbox.
Okay.
One, he said alpha kits, alpha development hardware will go out to developers next year. Now, of course, we don't know when next year, but that, it could be early in the year, and that could still leave the door open for those fall 2027 release rumors to happen. Because if we go back to the Xbox 360 days, the alpha kits for that console were out there in the spring of 2005, and they shipped the console in the fall of 2005.
That's what my guess is.
I don't quite recall the timeline for either of the last couple generations.
Hold on. I want to say LOL. The Xbox Alpha Kit refers to the alpha versions of Project Helix. Well, now, duh. Okay, so the alpha versions. So yeah, like you got the beta version and then there's the alpha version. So yeah, it was right.
But all I'm saying is that alpha kits next year could mean that the thing actually ships by the end of the year, or it could easily mean that it doesn't. So we don't quite know yet, but the possibility remains. And then he did have a slide. Here we go. Our producer Tayo, who's just he's worth $1 million. He's got us. If you're watching on video, he's got on screen right now exactly the thing I'm going to tell you about.
Oh,
but for my
they would have told me.
Audio listeners, so he basically laid out some there weren't numbers, but there was some basic information about what Helix is going to do. So, plays your Xbox console and PC.
Okay, I gotta stop this guy before he gets into it. I know I've done a lot of pausing so far, but I was looking up. I should probably just wait because it's pretty early in the video. But I don't like. He don't know what he wants to say really, and he keeps pausing and stuff like that. But
PC games, powered by a custom AMD system on chip, co-designed for the next generation of DirectX. It's got next-gen ray tracing performance and capabilities. It's got a GPU-directed work graph execution, which I'm not smart enough to know what that is.
I was just
okay,
about
good.
to
Me,
say
me
that.
too.
Me
either.
I just want to be on that. Me either. And then so for AMD.
So GPU directed work graph execution. Directed work graph execution. Isn't GPU just like graphics? So it has something to do with how the graphics perform.
FSR Next plus Project Helix. It is built for the next generation of neural rendering. It's got next generation ML upscaling, new ML multi.
Neural rendering? Is that what they're saying?
multi-frame generation and next-gen ray regeneration for ray tracing and path tracing. And then under the deep texture compression section, it lists neural texture compression and direct storage plus ZSTD. And I have no idea.
They made it hard for me to follow along by switching the thing, but
What that means. If anybody wants to help me out, feel free. But all that sounds pretty good. He did say
I don't know what
Project Helix is, quote, an order of magnitude improvement on ray tracing performance specifically. So that's pretty cool because we know that there are plenty of Series X games that support ray tracing, but it does come at a noticeable performance cost on both PS5 and Series X on this generation of hardware. So that is, ray tracing is something that at least Microsoft plans to continue to lean into. Now, give me your thoughts on what you're seeing here.
If you want my honest opinion, I don't know what half of this really means in terms of what does this mean for the gamers, right? This is kind of what we were just talking.
I was gonna say I know AMD. I see that when I look at computers, like just like looking up like what do they call it? The tower. I know I see AMD a lot. I see GPU a lot.
Talking about. Put this in layman's terms as to how this is going to help us. I know FSR is really
I was gonna say that I see that too, AMD and FSR
big right now.
I don't know,
but a lot of these specs, I can't get as excited until I kind of see it in real time or in retrospect, kind of thing. I don't know if that's just me, but it's just like, what does it mean?
Well, that's just in fairness. Before I go to Fixer, in fairness, this was a presentation for developers and not for us. Go ahead, Fixer.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Literally what I was just about to say. Just remember that GDC is not for us. It is for developers.
What is GDC? What is that?
True. It is not meant for me and Junug. We will still be making TikToks and everything else for it, 1000%. Saying, "Oh my god, this new thing's coming." But no, I don't know what any of this means either. Unfortunately, I wish I did. I'm not that smart. But look. I assume it's good. I assume that means we're going to be playing again. I know what ray tracing.
So I do, like, if you guys go back to my last video about the Helix Project Helix, it does state how Xbox. Oh, it says it right here. Xbox console and PC games. It says it right there. So if it's playing PC games, that's where the AMD and the GPU and the SFR or FSR, the FSR and multi-framing upscaling generation, next generation upscaling. I don't know what ML means. Or neural. I don't know what none of that means, but that's why those words are being introduced into the Xbox scene.
So that's the most important thing, right?
Right.
Alan Wake 2's ray tracing is absolutely amazing. So give me more games with better ray tracing. I'm in. Perfect. I'm happy. So the one word I recognize there, I'm happy about. Sorted.
Ray tracing. I don't know what ray tracing means.
The thing that I'm curious on, I'm assuming that they're probably just going to do one version of this, and if that is the case, I think that's going to be great. But like, how will, I guess, developers take this information for like third-party titles, right? Is that something that they consider? Like, hey, is this going to be a little bit better on the Xbox than it is on the PlayStation because maybe PlayStation doesn't release in the same time? Or, hey, is this going to be better because, Xbox has a better FSR than PlayStation has the PSR? And if that's the case, that's fantastic because now you're even more enticed to get the Xbox if that is the route that they're taking.
Yeah, that I hadn't even thought. I'm glad you brought that up. I guess that can be kind of one of our last points as we wind this down. But I hadn't even thought about the whole multi SKU strategy and whether there would be like a more affordable version of this. I mean, do you? Man, my gut says no. That
Yeah.
they'll just focus on one machine.
I was gonna say I don't think they're gonna downscale or you know how they had the Xbox Series X and then the Xbox Series S and the S was cheaper than the X. Uh I don't think with Felix I don't think they're gonna do that. I think you either gotta meet them up here or you just won't have it. And as they should, like you could get away with that with Xbox, but you can't get away with like that with Xbox and PC games all on one console. You couldn't get away with that. You'll just be cheating yourself. Unless
Nug, what do you think?
unless what is it called? Like the save card, memory card in the console is lesser. Like I forget what it's called. Terabytes on the memory card if you got like or gigabytes if it's like you got 1 gigabyte, like say the Helix is a 1 terabyte memory card or whatever, and then the Helix that'll be lesser. It'll be like what 16 gigabytes or something like that, 32 gigabytes or something like that. It'd be crazy. It'd be sick. Oh, I almost pressed stop
You think
recording.
you think they're going to try and put out a cheaper version of this?
They history has shown they've done it with their last two products, with the handhelds and with the Series X and S. And maybe they're like, hey, we're gonna have like a cheaper version just to get you into the ecosystem. But I thought about it because I was looking at at Crimson Desert when they dropped their specs, the PS5 Pro version runs better than all the other consoles.
I just did a reaction talking about Xbox in my reaction to Crimson Desert. So
It can
Right.
do 4K 60. So maybe Xbox is like, okay, we're not going to let you beat us. Now, with the new Xbox Helix, if you want to get the best performance, that's another way to kind of win the war, console war. I say that platonically, of hey, come to Xbox in addition to PC games, more power. Developers like other Crimson Deserts are now going to have the best place to play as here. I think that could be a strategy.
Xbox, you should just come to Xbox in general because y'all been playing the PlayStation since PlayStation 1. We've been playing the Xbox since the regular Xbox. They dropped the Xbox handheld. PlayStation back when I was in high school dropped the PlayStation Portable. What's next? They went back to consoles, but what's next? And PlayStation was ahead of its time with the PlayStation Portable. But now it's Xbox's turn to be ahead of its time with Helix. That's why y'all should come to Xbox. That's why Xbox is the next big thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because this ain't been done before.
Fixer?
Yeah, I go against the two model, and the only reason I say that is remember ROG made the Ally. It wasn't Xbox that made the Ally. So that was there. I would imagine that was
That's what I was talking about with the handheld Xbox thing.
their call more than that was Xbox's call. Especially with them having the two SKUs out there on the market already. So it kind of already made sense to have two. I don't think so. I think this is a Xbox coming back to the way we're used to things. It's like one SKU, we're throwing everything into it. Back to what Asher said, right? We're bringing Xbox back.
Okay.
Xbox back. We're coming back home. That's what we know of in our traditional way of buying consoles. It's one console that we play for X amount of years. Then I think we'll get a re-SKU, which we never did with Xbox this time. We didn't get a re-SKU. I think we'll get a more powerful version of Helix.
A mid-gen refresh is what you're saying.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you. I think that happens eventually.
Was the white Series S that wasn't a refresh? The white Series X? Was that a refresh?
No. Well, it had more hard drive space, right? It didn't. It didn't necessarily make it any more powerful.
Got you.
So yeah,
That's what I was talking about when I said terabyte and stuff like that and gigabytes. I think I was talking about the hard drive.
So I think that's the way they're going to go with this. I do think we'll see eventually, if it sells well enough, a more powerful PC, because the way games go, they becomes more. We need more power, etc., etc. Parts traditionally get cheaper. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I sound like the old man in the room because I don't know if that's true anymore, to be totally honest with you. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I don't think we see 2 SKUs. I think we just see the one for now, and then potentially.
I'm sure they've taken feedback from, I mean, obviously they have sales data on the Series S, and seemingly, at least for a while, the Series S was doing well for them and seemed like a good idea. But at the same point, if they're the best way for
What
Xbox
a picture,
to
dude. What a picture. I had the black one, it wasn't see-through. But what a picture. I think I've had this one, and this one, and this one. I think I bought this one with my own money, and these 2. I don't think I bought this one with my own money. I think my cousin had this one, and I lived with my cousin at a point in time. But my dad bought this one. I bought this one with my own money. I bought this one with my own money, and I bought this one with my own money. But what a picture. This dropped in what? Like, he said 2025 or 2005? Holy. That's 20 years ago. 21 years ago. That's insanity. And then we go from this all the way to this. This came out after that, but I doubt that. There's something missing here. This isn't all the Xboxes. This goes in front of this. Unless I bought this before I bought this. I think I bought this before I bought this. And I was playing off this for a long time. But this is crazy. 2, 4, 5, 5 generations, not generations literal, but 5 generations of gaming right here. This is crazy. Which one had to be my favorite? This one. It got to be the original, because that's what got me into gaming in the first place. It has to be the original Xbox. And then after that, GTA 5 came out on this. GTA 5 came out on this white one right here. That's crazy. Then what is this? I think it'll go this, then that one. I don't really got too many memories with this one.
The best way for Xbox to kind of get back to its more winning ways is to let the developers guide you, which is what they did with the 360. The famous story of Epic said, if you want Gears of War to look the way it can look, we need you to double the RAM in the box. And they did. And that, of course, proved to be a winning decision. And so we have seen the Series S be a problem for developers and by extension us, the gamers. There have been a couple high-profile examples, notably Baldur's Gate 3. That wasn't a PlayStation exclusive. It just worked out that way because they couldn't get it. They couldn't dial the game in on Series S. And so it took a while, and they eventually had to, I forget, I'm blanking out.
Co-op.
Maybe one of you two can.
Co-op. It was co-op. It was
they
co-op.
Cut the
they couldn't
co-op,
get co-op.
right? Is that, I'm blanking out.
Circo, Monster Hunter World, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Sekiro, You Died. I don't think I played any of those. I only heard of this one and this one. I haven't played those two.
Maybe
Co-op.
one of you two can
Co-op. It was co-op. It was
They
co-op.
cut the
They couldn't get
co-op,
co-op.
right? Is that
They couldn't get co-op to work
Thank you.
on the Series S version, and then they ended up cutting it, which caused Xbox to have another blunder, right? Because it was these consoles are parallel, and then
right?
unfortunately something like this
I'ma
happens,
stop
and then it's
pausing.
not parallel. So yeah, but it
Thank
was
you.
co-op, I
Yeah.
believe.
So that may be something where they go, okay, maybe the shelf life on a multi-SKU approach is too short, and it's ultimately detrimental to developers and to gamers. So we'll see. I mean, we could be wrong. There could be, maybe it will be like the ROG Ally. I'm not saying ROG.
Hey, I just want to say, I didn't say this. It was said to me, okay? I want to. You're pointing at me like it was me.
I'm
It
just
weren't
giving
me,
you crap
okay?
now.
It
It's
weren't
fun.
me.
I will
Yeah,
say
maybe they will. Maybe there'll be an $800 version of it and a $1,000 version of it, or it could, maybe it goes the other way. Maybe there's the $1,000 version that they intend for most people to buy, but then there's like a $1,300 version for the people that want to go really nuts.
Future proof.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you. With both of you. I think it, for whatever reason, my gut, which may very well be wrong, says that they're just going to go with a single machine for this one.
Yeah, I think
I feel like it'd be smart, and then over the years they'll probably drop like a new upgraded one, like the Xbox.
they will.
I
I think that
just
makes
said
the
I
most
was gonna
sense. But
stop
the
pausing.
selfish in me does like that they have those budget options. I know the Series S got a lot of crap later on, but early in the life cycle, I was a Series S guy.
Nice.
I had that plus the Game Pass when it was like $10, and that
Yeah.
was the best deal in
Facts.
gaming by far. And so
The good old days, we call those. The
Right.
good old days.
back in my day, we had affordable Game Pass.
I still remember when Game Pass was being given out at a trade show I was at for literally nothing.
Oh, wow.
And they were given out just months, and you could stack them as well back then.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy times. Crazy times.
We're the old guys in the room now,
We are. We certainly are.
Oh God, what does that make me? Oh no.
A legend, Ryan.
Oh,
a
thank you.
legend.
You're such a okay. You can come back, Fixer.
Hey, let's go. We made it. We made it, guys. We made it.
All right. Well, man, that was a quick hour. We just yapped for an hour about
That was
all
an
things
hour
Helix.
long?
But this,
No,
I mean, this was great though. Like, I love that Microsoft, like Nug, you were saying in the beginning of the show, like that they came out proactively and said, "Here's what we're doing. Like, we're planting our flag in the ground ahead of GDC. Like, let's go, let's do it." So, awesome that we're already talking about not just a next gen Xbox here in March of 2026. But we're talking about a very, very different machine, unlike anything Microsoft has built before. And, we'll see how it plays out. But I love that they're doing something different, at least. Like they know that the head-to-head thing with Sony's not going to work anymore. Like just trying to play it by those same rules isn't going to work. Not for them anyway. And so, all right, yeah, they're going after the growing, Nug, you made the great point earlier, the growing PC games market. Console
sir.
gaming market, not growing. PC market, growing. So, we'll see how it all shakes out. All right, guys, time to get... Thanks for checking out this clip from Unlocked, IGN's weekly Xbox show. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to watch the full episode at youtube.com/IGN Games. New episodes of Unlocked drop every Thursday on IGN Games, IGN.com, and your favorite podcast platforms. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. But yeah. Dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. You dig me? I'm looking forward to it. Will I get it? Depending on if it's better than the PC I have, then yeah, most def likely gonna get it. But if it's like if it's a Xbox that can just run PC games. It can't stream. It doesn't have as much power as this. It can't do what this can do with the editing and stuff like that. Then I probably won't. But there is a strong but. If it entices me enough, like I haven't seen one, I haven't seen what it would look uh like physical product. I haven't seen a physical product. I haven't seen one. So depending on what it looks like, the graphics, how smooth it runs, um how smooth it transitions from Xbox to PC games, uh it if it's just all around good, I'm gonna get one for sure. For sure gonna get one. For sure gonna get one. Like if there's ow, exclusives, oh, I'm getting it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna get it. I don't care. It could be the most ugliest console. I don't care. As long as the graphics is good, I can mess with the FOV and it not be like super zoomed in and the graphics are good and stuff like that. As long as that and like it's powerful, it don't freeze a lot, it don't glitch a lot, um, it don't screen tear a lot. I'll definitely get it. I'll definitely get it. But let's go. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What else?
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Max here.
Hold on. You know how I was just saying that if this doesn't have like it says a sneak peek of Project Helix next gen console hardware. So if this is like giving us a actual visual representation of like product, I can let you know right now if I'll end up getting it or if not, even though I already told you I will get it because I am gonna get it.
With your fix of gaming news. Coming up, Xbox reveals the first details on the next-gen PC console hybrid Project Helix, Fortnite's PvE mode is finally going free-to-play, and if you think Resident Evil Requiem is too scary, well, the director of Resident Evil 2 agrees with you.
Fortnite, what was it called? It's been so long since I played it. Save the world. Fortnite Save the World. If that is finally becoming free after all these years, which would be insanity, that's what's up. It's not gonna bring me back to the game, but that's what's up. I wanted to play that when it was like super popping. I don't want to play it now. I don't care. It won't bring me back to the game.
Let's get into it.
I don't care about none of that. Just jump right into the next gen console stuff.
We have our very first details on the next generation of Xbox and our first look at it, maybe? Last night, the Microsoft Game Dev Twitter account posted Xbox at GDC sneak peek alongside 3 black and white photos of what appears to be an Xbox dev kit. That's a console prototype used by developers, which has the same basic internal hardware as the final retail version, but usually an entirely different form factor. However, sharp-eyed commenters were quick to point out that it bears a striking resemblance to the Project Scorpio dev kit, which was the prototype version of the Xbox One X. It's totally possible they're using the old case for new hardware, but based on the amount of dust in the photos, it's also possible they're just posting photos of old hardware to drum up some hype for a device that isn't quite ready to show off yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that just looks like the Xbox One. That just looks like the Xbox One.
But regardless of whether or not these are photos of a prototype version of Xbox's console PC hybrid, codenamed Project Helix, we did get some actual details on what to expect from the next generation of hardware. This morning, Microsoft held a keynote at the annual Game Developers Conference in San Francisco and dropped some specs, or at least some very technical sounding jargon. For starters, as we've heard, the Helix will play Xbox console and PC games, which is pretty cool. It's powered by a custom AMD SoC and co-designed for the next generation of DirectX. It features next-gen ray tracing performance and capabilities, as well as GPU-directed work graph execution. It's been built for the next generation of neural rendering, ML upscaling, and ray regeneration for RT and path tracing. It's got new ML multi-frame generation, as well as neural texture compression and direct storage plus ZSTD. Did you get all that? If none of it makes any sense to you, rest assured that is not just you. Bear in mind, this is a presentation aimed at people who make games, not just play them. There's no official word on when we can expect Helix to hit store shelves for everybody, but alpha versions of the dev kit will be starting to go out to developers sometime in 2027. So the full version of the thing, probably quite a ways off. The keynote goes on to give an
I promise, even though I do blab a lot, if you send one to me, I keep the blabbing to a bare minimum.
overview of Microsoft's more platform-agnostic approach to gaming these days, and the company is continuing to streamline the user experience between devices. So in addition to the new Xbox console,
If you send one to me and pay me, I won't say squat.
playing PC games, future Windows updates will allow PC gamers to
I'll take a picture of it and post it to social media. No, I won't. I swear I won't.
feel more like they're using an Xbox if they are so inclined to do. I know PC gamers like to play PCs. Anyway, you can read the full report of everything discussed
I love to play Xbox too.
over on IGN. They talk about quite a bit.
To be honest, I'd rather play a Xbox than play PC.
Yesterday, we
I just like to stream too.
reported the disappointing news that the price of Fortnite V-Bucks is going up, but today Epic offset that a tiny bit with the good news that the PvE mode Save the World will be free starting next month. Because of
And YouTube, if you like that, please leave a like, comment, and sub up. There's just to let me know so I can engage more with you guys. I can react to more and look for more IGN content about the Helix or just IGN content in general about video games and future of video game stuff. Uh just let me know by liking, commenting, or subbing up. You feel me? You fear me? You fear me? If you do. GG's, God bless.
It's low macking. Good heart, bad temper.
OJ got that juice.